This is a story that was uploaded to Reddit on Haha Oh No, a page for stories from fans of Danny Burke and Jack Finch's channel of the same name. These stories are in the same format as the originals, but are not related to the original channel. Enjoy. This is Imaginary by PaganPrincess. This was the winner of the November 2020 memory writing competition. She's ignoring me. No. I startled as the man appeared behind me. He wasn't there a minute ago. I know he wasn't. I looked around. Everything seemed hazy, disconnected in a way I couldn't quite figure out. I wanted to know where he had come from, but there was a more pressing matter at hand. Why won't she talk to me? The man looked back at me, impassive save for the slight twinkle of emotion in his blue-green eyes. Strange colour, really. Almost like they shifted from one shade to another. Probably just the lighting. The light in the room was pretty dim, and the lamp in the corner always did do strange things to its surroundings. Natalie had always been afraid of the dark, so that lamp was never turned off. It burnt out once, and she had cried for a full hour until her dad had changed the bulb. That was months ago now. He had told her she was being silly. She wasn't supposed to be afraid of the dark anymore. Not now she's a big girl. I watched her sitting on her bed, flipping through the magazine. She hadn't said anything to me since she got home. I think she's mad at me. Natalie, please talk to me. Nothing. She didn't even look up. I almost forgot about the man. What's going on? You know what. I shook my head. I wish I did. The past couple of weeks we'd barely spoken. Well, she had barely spoken to me, anyway. I kept trying, though. Whatever I had done to upset her, she wouldn't stay mad forever, right? She couldn't. One time, when she was about 5, she hadn't spoken to me for a week, but then everything was okay again. Kids couldn't stay upset for long, especially Natalie. A familiar buzzing noise broke me from my stupor. Her phone. She picked it up and smiled as she started texting the person back. I loved seeing her smile, but I didn't like the phone. She spent too much time on it now. It was like it was her whole life. She got it almost a month ago, for her birthday. Her mum said they needed a way to stay in contact, but she never texts her mum. It's always her friends. Everyone but me. At first she thought the phone was stupid, but then she started getting people's phone numbers, and now she hardly spends time off it. Think, you know what's going on. I looked at the man again. He didn't look scary, but I felt dread when I looked at him now. He was wrong. He had to be. Maybe he wasn't even real. Natalie's mum had said sometimes we manifest our fears. She's a psychiatrist, so I know she's smart. Maybe that's all this is. I'm manifesting my fears and imagining a man telling me, no, I won't think that. It's not true. Natalie and I promised we would always be together, that we would always be friends. You don't break promises, especially to best friends. This was just temporary. She wasn't actually going to forget me, right? I'd heard of kids forgetting, how eventually we become nothing more than a memory. They might vaguely recall years later. But that was different. Natalie loved me, and I loved her. Always. The man is still watching me. If I ignore him, maybe he'll go away. Natalie is the only one I want to focus on now, but I keep getting distracted. Something is really wrong, but I don't know what. The man looks more solid now, and Natalie? It looks like I'm looking at her through a fog. I force myself to look at the man, tearing my eyes off my best friend. You aren't real. He nods. True. There's a trace of sadness, or maybe pity, as he watches me. I ignore it as relief floods through me. I knew he wasn't. There's someone else in here too. A girl, about 12 years old. She's walking across the room, to a lamp. Why does that seem important? She takes a deep breath, reaches out. She pauses. Time to grow up, she whispers. The light goes out.